Hey guys, Braydoz here, and welcome back to another Sims 4 speed build. Today I'm building Neutral Knights, which honestly does sound like the sort of name that an object or something would be called in the Sims 4. Oh look, there's sunshine outside! Oh, that's beautiful. It's been bucketing down rain here all day, and yesterday, and the sun sort of peaked out. It's like 4:30 in the afternoon, it's sort of winter, so the sun's almost down. It's got just enough sun left, just enough space in the sky for the sunset. But yes, I'm building Neutral Knights. I'm getting confused. That was just, it's very pretty because you get this sort of bright lights and there's still dark clouds in the sky, so the clouds look extra dark and ominous. It's kind of a pretty shot. But yes, Neutral Knights is a single bedroom, single bathroom house, continuing the trend of some smaller houses that I've sort of been doing lately, which I like. I like doing the smaller houses. They're just, they're cheaper. Like, they're more affordable for your Sims. A lot of the big houses, like Whitestone Manor, for instance, your Sims are never going to be able to afford them without just Motherlode. I mean, Motherlode's fine, but if you want to actually play legit, then these smaller houses are a much better option for your Sims. I do have some other houses in the works. I've currently got two that I've started. I've started the exterior. I've pretty much finished the exterior of one, and I'm building the exterior of another. I just have no enthusiasm to do any sort of interior design at the moment, so I'll just leave them. But this will do for now. But yes, it's sort of an old-styley house in some ways and then modern in other ways. It's like sort of vintage with modern pops, and I like it. It's neutral on the outside, and then there's some nice oranges and things on the inside. And it's a pretty nice looking house. There's lots of nice gardening and everything. It's quite lovely, actually. I quite like it. It's a nice looking house. Actually, really happy with how it turned out. It is built beside the storm water drain, which is, everybody wants to live beside a storm water drain. It's not quite as nice as the other neighborhood. I don't know what it's called. One thing I have noticed, though, is this neighborhood in Newcrest is just a reskin of another neighborhood in Willow Creek. Willow Springs? No, Willow Springs is a race course. I think I've done that before. Yeah, Willow Creek. The one with the river and the catamaran going down with it. It's down with it, down it. It's this is just a reskin of that. Like it's true. It's very, very true. So I don't know. They thought they could get away. No, I will find out everything. I did the State of the Sims 4 video, which went up last week. And I picked apart the Sims 4 a lot. I do still genuinely love the Sims 4 because it's a fun game when recording. It's not where it should be yet. Building, however, is still easy, as it's just so fluid and stress-free, and I love it. Like, this build only took me like an hour and 10 minutes, hour and 20 minutes sort of thing. So that was very stress-free. I just turned on some music and just did my thing. That's pretty much it. It's simple as that. It's just, I mean, sometimes I have podcasts going in the background, and it's just sort of easy. Like, when I always built in The Sims 3, it was just, there was so much to think about and CFE and everything. And while I do kind of miss CFE, it made things a hell of a lot more difficult. You can get some pretty cool designs in The Sims 4 anyway, without using CFE. So, I don't know. Like I said, it was just sort of knuckle down, you must build and nothing else while building in The Sims 3. And this, it's sort of, you know, if you want, you can watch some podcasts or listen to some music or do whatever, you know. It's much more laid back. It's not so aggressive. Sims 4 was an aggressive game and stressful game. It made me very aggressive because it annoyed the living crap out of me because I hate lag. There is nothing I hate more than lag. Like, I'm a PC gamer to the core. I like 60 FPS all the time. And when I don't get 60 FPS, when I get stuttering, I turn into the Hulk and smash stuff. So, you know, there's like, I don't know, that's the reason my PC runs off an SSD, because I love everything to load just instantly. Like, if I load up a program or try to close down a program and it's like, no, we can't close down, I just like flip my table over. I'm incredibly impatient when it comes to that. So, probably not a great quality, but it's one I got, so, you know, I'll deal with it. Exterior of the house is pretty much done. Like I said, it's a fairly small house, so you don't have a whole lot of floor space, but it's small enough for like a single sim or a couple. That's pretty much what it was designed for. Probably a single sim. Oh, maybe a couple. Maybe sort of an alternative couple. I don't know. I mean, you can make up your own stories for who lives here, but that was my sort of idea behind it, I suppose. Just doing some landscaping. Lots of landscaping. I wanted to dress up the front of the house because it was a fairly sort of neutral house. Obviously, it's called Neutral Knights. So I wanted to give it nice pops of color with the landscaping. I love the rocks. I never used rocks much up until recently. Well, I sort of did, but I sort of didn't, and I don't know. I just like them. They're nice. Rocks are good. They make things look pretty. There's plenty of natural light being let into the house, courtesy of those big windows at the front there. There's also ones along the side, and you've got the same at the other end. And it's still I mean, there's a lot of darker colors inside. They're sort of, it's not neutral, but the oranges and reds and woods in there are sort of darker. Not so much dark. I don't know how to. You'll see it when you get in there, but there's still there's a lot of natural light, which is kind of needed because there is some brick in there as well. So it's not exactly like a super elegant and free flowing thing. It's a bit more difficult than that. I was going to try and put the bathroom downstairs because I sort of thought, okay, yeah, there's not enough room in this house. But I ended up just putting the bathroom in beside the bedroom. Jesus Christ, I can't remember. The bedroom, which worked out perfectly fine. I was going to put in a basement, but no, that was a stupid idea, and I'm glad I didn't do that. I actually probably would have ended up doing it if the stairs weren't douchebags. Like, you can't place stairs on the diagonal, which is massively annoying, to be perfectly honest. That was something I found out when I built Uptown Shopping Strip a couple of months ago. I was in one of the corner stores, the big department store. I'm like, yeah, I'll put these stairs going straight up the middle. Nope. You can't. Don't let you. It's kind of a douchebag like that, but you know. It happens. That little jutty out piece there is the bathroom. It gets extended back one more, so you end up with a... God, I don't know how big the bathroom is. It'd be 2 by 3, probably 6 squares, 6 cube. What would that be called? Grids? I don't know. What's the unit of measure for Sims? Grids, squares, somethings? I don't know. Cheese? Yes. It's 4 blocks of cheese wide. Oh, I could go for some cheese. I am cheese and tomato sandwich for lunch because I'm lazy and that's all I could be bothered to make. I'm lying. I didn't even make it. I'm talking about sandwiches now. That's the orange I was talking about. See, it's not like a super bright and vibrant orange, but it adds a nice sort of color to it. And I like it quite a lot. There's some greys in there. Then you got the woods. And yeah, I like the house. I do genuinely like how it turned out. Looks very nice on the inside. It's not minimalistic at all. There's a lot of stuff. It's very busy. But like I said, it would most likely be for an alternative sort of couple. So if that's what they like, then that's what they get. You know, I mean, obviously, if you want to download this off the gallery, which you can change it. So that's the thing that can happen. As another thing I do like about The Sims 4, the gallery is very nice. Just being able to grab stuff off the gallery and throw it in the game. That's very, very nice. I like that. Also, some of you weren't able to find me on the gallery. It's just Braydoz. B-R-A-Y-D-O-Z. That's me on the gallery. I think. Jesus. No, yeah, it is. It is. I know what I'm talking about. I'm not giving false information. Yeah, no, it's the gallery's sort of weird like that. If you don't put it in exactly as it is to the letter and with capitals or lowercase where they're needed, it just flips a major shit, and then it's like, no, that's not correct. My brain is going to explode, and it's a bit weird like that, but you know. There's some glitchy counters again. Putting a bowl of fruit over that to hide it up, you know, hide the demons. I've been merging stuff together lately because I don't know. I want to, really. It sort of works. Using those kitchen cabinets, those are my favorite kitchen cabinets. I'm not going to be buying Cool Kitchen, for those of you who are wondering, because I like my money. And I kind of want to spend it on stuff that's worthwhile. That's one of the points I brought up in, again, the State of the Sims 4 video. So, you know. I'm not going to go hating on the Sims 4. I did plenty of that before. I mean, it's not so much hating. It's, like, constructive criticism. I hope it's constructive. I don't know. I hope it doesn't come... It probably does come across as me just being a whiny biatch, but... That's not what it's meant. I mean, I do genuinely like The Sims 4, and the only reason I'm so critical of it is because I want it to be good. Like, all the games that I love the most, I'm incredibly critical of because I want them to be good. I love them so much, and I don't want them to fail. Like, Halo, I am super critical of at the moment because I don't know if 343 is going to kill it. And, like, I was so critical of SimCity when it came out because I wanted it to be good, and it wasn't, and that made me sad. So, you know... That's the way it goes. I'm critical of things I like. You always hurt the things you love the most. That's the way it goes. Oh, God, more lyrics to a bad country song. I've been doing that a lot lately. I shouldn't stop that. I mean, they sound cool. They're kind of stupid, but they sound cool. I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do with the kitchen here. I was trying to sort of leave some space behind it, then I thought, no, that's a stupid idea. It's just going to waste a bunch of space. So I put it all up against the wall. There's a little table on the end there. I kind of like that, how the table just sort of comes off the end of the counter there. And, you know, since it's not exactly an entertaining house or anything, there's not going to be a whole lot of people. 3 seats is plenty. I mean, you could go down to 2 seats if you want to save some space. It's entirely up to you. There's a dishwasher there, which is a nice addition to the game. Completely useless, but still a nice addition. And it was free, which is a nice change. I don't really find myself using dishwashers. I mean, I didn't use sinks before. I just, like, grab and chuck stuff in the sink with the mouse. It's easier that way. It's just, like, washing dishes is time-consuming. Hence why I have a dishwasher in real life. And I'm lazy, and I can't even be bothered to do it in The Sims. I can't even bother to use a dishwasher in The Sims. That's how lazy I am. Lazy? Is that a word? Lazy. Who would say lazy? A little bit lazy. Lazy? I don't know. If you were Scottish, maybe. I don't know. Probably not. I'm talking about Scottish people saying lazy. I don't know. That's what these videos descend to after a while. I didn't think this video would go so weird because it's not that long. It's only like 18, 19 minutes long or something like that. So, yeah. I mean, the video doesn't have to be this long, really. It just is. Because I figured, you know, it's a shorter build. Let's not give people motion sickness or put them into epileptic shock for once. We'll slow down the video a little bit and be a little bit more considerate. That's the lounge room. Jesus. I'm trying to think if I've forgotten anything. Because I did this last time and I was so proud of myself for not forgetting anything. And then I realized that I have forgot stuff. Okay, let's run through. Right, so there's a bed. There is a toilet, I think. There's a bath. There's no shower, but there's a bath. There's a sink. There's a dishwasher. There's no stove, is there? Is there a stove? I think I freaking forgot a stove again. Did I play? Oh, no, there's a stove there. Okay. I placed it beside the fridge. I am not an imbecile. Okay, so there's a stove, there's a fridge, there's a television. I think that's all that you need. Famous last words. I don't remember. I genuinely don't remember. Also, I love this idea. Just getting rid of that and then putting the little sink in there. I love it so much, and it also saved a little bit of space. So that's something I will be doing much more often because I don't know, I like it so much. But I don't think I've forgotten anything. I genuinely think I've remembered everything in a build. Did I remember everything in Whitestone Manor? I vaguely remember forgetting something in Whitestone Manor. I know I uploaded a different version of the house to the gallery than the one that was in the screenshots, so some of the things that were in the screenshots weren't in the house, so sorry about that. But, I don't think I forgot anything per se in that. I don't think I forgot anything in this. I'm scared to say that because I genuinely think I'm just going to go through the screenshots and just see something that I've forgotten. No, I am confident I have remembered everything because I am a genius. And I'm happy with myself for now until I realize I'm not a genius and in fact am an imbecile. Which, I mean, it's a revelation I've had plenty of times before, so it's not exactly new to me. But it's all good. That's the bathroom. Kind of small, but like I said, there's only going to be 1 or 2 people in the house. And even if you do have guests over, there's only going to be 1 person in the bathroom at a time, so it's not like you need to have a party in there. So that's fine. Here's the bedroom. Undergoes a couple of different modifications. I wasn't sure which way I wanted to place things because there's not a lot of space. It's just like your generic 4x4 room, and when your bed's 3 long and 2 wide, it's kind of difficult to fit stuff in. But I made do in the end. It ends up being on that right-hand wall, sort of to the left, or does it go to the right? No, it goes to the left, and then the wardrobe ends up being placed on the wall alongside, or does it end up over there? No, it ends up there. Yes, I think that's how it ends up. I don't know. I genuinely well done, Brayden. I genuinely don't remember because I built this house about, oh god, 2 weeks ago. I built this like a day or 2 after I built whatever the hell the last house. See, I make a lot of videos. Like, I make several videos a week. I make like 5 a week sort of thing. What the hell was that house called? It was called Sanctuary. That's the one. I would never have remembered that. I don't know. Yeah, I built this house a couple of days after I built Sanctuary. So, you know, I don't remember. I don't remember. I lose track of things. It's kind of difficult to keep track of everything. There's a tree being placed over the house, which is nice. And then just a little bit of landscaping. And then some lights go in as well, I think. I'm not sure if I remember to put lights in, but they go in. Then just some touch-up stuff, really. That's pretty much the house done, to be honest. Like I said, I've got 2 more builds sort of prepared or preparing, or will be about to begin preparation. Ooh, words. 2 big ones, which is nice. So if I can get some enthusiasm back to build, which I don't really have at the moment because I sort of burned myself out with Whitestone Manor. And I built a couple of other little play around houses or mess around houses just for the fun of it. They didn't turn out particularly well, so you know, I just sort of deleted them. But I don't know, I was just messing around really, trying different ideas. They weren't like proper houses that were designed to be an actual house. They were just like, oh, I'll try this sort of idea, this sort of design. And I was just messing around. I did that for several hours and then built Whitestone Manor, of course, and then Sanctuary and this. And I don't know, that's like 4 houses total if you include the other ones that I sort of dabbled with. And I'm kind of spent after that. I have like big, massive amounts of inspiration at certain points, and then I just sort of burn out all that inspiration. I'm like, nah, I can't even be bothered anymore. And then I just like don't build for ages, and apparently don't move the camera for ages. I'm not sure what I was doing. Oh, I was eating some sort of food. I remember that much. Yeah, because I was building this at night around dinner, and I'm like, oh, I'll get myself some dinner. I think it was KFC. Yeah, I got KFC. I got like a Twister, because that's like all I get from KFC, because everything else tastes like crap. So I got a Twister, and I was eating it while building, which is nice. No one cares, but I figured I'd tell you. Speaking of telling you things, I will tell you that the build is done, and we'll look at some screenshots. The front of the house, here's the side of the house. It's nice. There's a big tree. The tree doesn't clip through the roof, though, which is nice. The frames on the roof were downsized after the build because I thought, yeah, they're a little bit too big. And yeah, it's pretty much the outside of the house. Here's the inside, a little foyer, little walkway going down there. There's some lights on the wall, bookcases, quite nice. Nice wooden floors. It's a nice long hallway. I like those windows on the right as well. I'm going to use them all the time because they look nice. There's the big orange wall and the nice big open window at the end down to the kitchen. Another window down there. At the living room end. Speaking of the living room, that is. Nice television over there. Mirror there. There's a couple of things that are sort of clipping through the roof there, up in the corners of the roof. That's just the framing of the outside, so you have to excuse that. That's just the game freaking out a little bit, but it happens. There's the kitchen. I love that orange wall. It's very nice. There's the other side of the kitchen, looking out over to the bridge, and that little sink there, which is quite nice. I do like how that's placed. It's just sort of freestanding. I like that. I know a lot of old houses do that. I've never really done it before. I don't know why. It looks quite good. There is the bathroom. And it's like I said, it's small, but also, like I said, you're not going to throw a party in there. There's only going to be like 1 person in there at a time. So it's perfectly big enough for 2. But that just about does it for the build as we look at the bedroom. So I want to thank you all very much for watching. Again, if you want to download the house and use it, you of course can. It's on the gallery. Braydoz with a capital B, B-R-A-Y-D-O-Z, capital B, yada, yada, yada. But yeah, that just about does it for the build. We'll take a little bit of a look at the house blending from day to night and going from bright to dark as all the lights come on. But thank you very much for watching, guys. I will catch you in the next video. And until then, as always, stay awesome.